Stone Liberty has introduced a new mastery system in Korea, a huge update changing the way we play our classes. In this video, I will be covering all of the new mastery skills for each of the weapons and giving you guys an objective opinion on how the skills sound. Of course, we don't know how good they will be until we actually play, but you can kind of see which of the weapons are getting the better masteries. So let's jump into it. So let's start with a crossbow right here. Let me move a little bit so you guys can actually read everything here. Right here, crossbow. No, the way I'm seeing crossbow, I don't play crossbow myself, but I talked to some crossbow players. Overall, it seems like crossbow is getting more like evasion stuff, like movement speed increase, some evasion stuff, not too much of a DPS boost, which I do think might not be as good for crossbow depending on your playstyle. And maybe if you run a full glass cannon build, these masteries could be useful. But overall, I think I'm gonna give a crossbow like a, what are the lower rankings, like a 4 out of 10 with these masteries. I do think there might be a way to play it, but overall, it's very disappointing compared to the other masteries. So you guys can pause the video here if you guys want to read all of them, but let's jump into the next one, which is the bow. Now, bow is also kind of in the same spot. While it's getting some useful buffs and effects under masteries, it seems like it might not be as good like DPS wise. Now, I don't mind that because bow has been really strong for a long time, so maybe this balances bow a little bit out. Maybe be a little disappointing for bow players, but I do think if you're playing bow DPS, I would give objectively this, from what I'm reading, from what I'm seeing on the effects of this, a 4 out of 10 too. So I think crossbow and bow might have the weakest masteries, but of course they might be good if we play. But like on paper, what we can see and what we read, I would say the other weapons definitely have much better masteries. So let's jump into the next one, which is the daggers. Now the daggers, bro, at this point, it's just throwing in daggers, bro. Daggers is just so strong. I don't, yeah, you pair daggers with everything. You can pair it with Greatsword. You can pair it with the spear, everything. And now the dagger passives looks amazing. So I do think I'm gonna give the daggers an 8 out of 10 actually. That like it's just a lot of DPS boosts that you can get, a lot of mobility boosts that you guys can get with the new dagger masteries. So I mean, daggers isn't going anywhere. I do think that dagger is way too strong, and this mastery will definitely not help it. So I think most of you guys players that watch my videos either are SNSGS players or dagger players, because everybody's playing dagger. I might even change to dagger with the new system, with the mastery system. I can just convert my points into dagger, and maybe I'll play dagger, because this is crazy. Increase all evasion. Look at this. Stamina cost decrease. Attack speed 15%. Oh my goodness. Like look at, oh, it's too strong. But these are the daggers. You guys can pause again if you want to read everything, but let's go to the next one. Next up, we have the GS, my sword. Now, I've been looking at this, and it seems like the way they're doing with the Greatsword is if you're playing Greatsword, you either are, they want you to either play a lot of damage or defense. There's no in between build or mastery anymore, because there's a lot of like limitations on the Greatsword. I mean, overall, I would say the Greatsword is 7 out of 10 in the mastery, maybe a 6.5 or 7, because you have to either choose what you want to be playing, right? Like this one, for example, Forceful Grasp. When Robo's Constitution is selected, which is the passive, health increase decreases by 235, but base damage increases. So you're basically sacrificing EHP to do more damage, right? So same with here. When Indomitable Armor is activated, melee heavy attack decreases by 100, but Indomitable Armor defense increases. Is boosted by 50%. So again, you have to change. You have to kind of select. You want to play damage or you want to play tankiness. So this is definitely very interesting for Greatsword players. I am kind of excited to check out how this will work, because I do like to play both having the tankiness and having the damage, but now it seems like I have to kind of select what I want to be doing. This one is really nice. So Death Blow being able to use while moving, yo, arenas are gonna be really toxic with Greatsword even more than before. So some of these matches are really cool to see. But let's go next, which is the Sword and Shield. Now, Sword and Shield. This is good. This is a 9 out of 10. This looks amazing. So much CC resistance, so much stamina gain. Like this one is crazy. 5% chance restoring 35 stamina every 3 seconds. I'm gonna stay there and blocking. Of course, he has a cooldown of 25 seconds, but you literally can regenerate stamina, bro. So you can keep blocking. It's crazy. CC resistances. Using counter barrier restores 10 stamina. Bro, what? This is insane. Like the SNS looks really good. I'm really excited to check out the SNS masteries. I mean, I'm an SNS player. I understand all of these masteries, and they look incredible. There was another crazy one. Endurance increased by 1.1, and main weapon base damage decreases by 33 per 100 of max health. Now, decreases by 3.33 per 100 of max health is kind of bad. But all the endurance increase, you're going to become so tanky, bro. So again, they're going for like you can sacrifice some damage for tankiness kind of route. Critical damage reduction increases by 0.30 per 100 of max HP. Bro, this is crazy. So the SNS definitely looks good. 9 out of 10 for sure. Next up, we have the Spear. The Spear overall looks like, I would say it looks decent. I mean, Spear is super strong right now with Dagger. Everybody's playing it. And it seems like they're basically just giving a little bit of boost everywhere to it. I'm not saying like crazy boosts, but decent amount of increases for everything. CC resistance, changes to melee hit chance and attack. Oh my god. So instead of CC resistance on nimble steps, you can actually boost your damage even more. Melee hit chance. Oh, the evasion players, it's over for you guys, man. The Spear is coming. The Spear is coming. A lot of like this one is not that useful. Maybe Spear SNS might be good, because I did see some new mana regen for the SNS. So I think pairing the Spear with the SNS, because right now the SNS Spear has the big issue of mana, but I think with the new mastery system where you can gain even more mana as SNS, it might be really good to pair these things. So we might be able to see more builds with this new mastery system. But overall, I would say these skills look very decent overall. Attack speed boosts. You can get more damage. You can get more endurance. So overall, I would give a 7 out of 10 to the Spear skills. Next up, we have the Staff. Now, Staff, I heard very mixed things of. I don't play Staff myself, so I can't give too much opinion. So for you guys, just read it. But it seems like you will be able to do more damage. I think, like, for example, max damage increases per 1000 of max mana is really good. This range of sentinel fire bombs, like overall just damage increases, seems like with the Staff. I don't think there's too much like mobility or defenses, but most just damage mastery. So I mean, let's be real, tanks don't run magic endurance. A lot of players don't run magic endurance. I mean, Staffs have been shredding, and I think with this they're probably going to shred more, so we'll have to see. But Staff, I would say I would give a 7 out of 10 to. I would give it the same rating as a Spear on paper, of course, on paper, guys. Next up, we have the Wand. Now the Wand again looks really good. I would say it's probably just as good as the tank passives, SNS passive, sorry. A lot of especially the damage DPS tree for the Wand looks really strong. A lot of damage boosts for it. Again, look at this. Noble activated skill heal decreases by 30%. Base damage is boosted by 50%. Saint O changes increase skill damage boost and skill damage over time. So a lot of like damage boost for the Wand, it seems like. But there's also some healing ones, like healing. All healing skill cooldown decreases by 7.7%. Here again, healing skills, healing amount increases. So I do think Wand does look the best on paper next to the SNS, because I'm biased because I love SNS, right? But these are the masteries for all the weapons so far. There are some extra passives. I don't have a list of all the passives, but how the passive will basically work is you can equip 4 passives, but there's going to be a pool of like, I don't know, 12 or 15 passives in total. but you unlock them depending on how many weapons you have level 20 or 80 with the new system, right? So if you have more weapons at level 20, let's say you have 2 weapons at level 20, you will have access to 6 passives. But if you have more, let's say 4 weapons at level 20, you have access to 10 or 11 passives. And of course, some of the passives in the later levels are stronger. We can equip 4 passives at once. If I'm not wrong, that's how it would work. So that would be an extra bonus next to these masteries, basically. But that is it. Let me know which masteries are you guys excited for, and which mastery do you think were really bad? I would love to know in the comments below. So let me know, what weapons are you guys playing? Are you thinking about swapping your weapons? I am debating maybe swapping. I might be playing a dagger, bro. I'm not kidding. Dagger, Dagger's out here, bro. I don't know. I was thinking that daggers might have the worst passes, but they were like, nah, we want people to keep playing daggers. So we'll see. Thank you guys. Check out the video right here, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.